the hit show Euphoria that was on HBO is over with. Word on the curb is that Zendaya and the writer and creator of Euphoria, Sam Levinson, are beefing behind the set. Now, Euphoria is a show that came out all the way back in 2019. That's the same year I joined the freaking Air Force. So far, in that almost damn near 6 years, right? 2019, 2021, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5 years and some change. They have made 2 seasons and a total of 18 episodes. Pathetic. That's another thing, like a little sidebar. Why is it that these TV shows, like these writers nowadays, are so lazy? Like, why does it take them? It could take them like 10 plus years just to write 2 seasons and like release two like full seasons, and like each season, sometimes it's not even 10 episodes. It'll be like 8 episodes. Like, get a freaking writer's room. Like, I'm so tired of waiting for so many shows to be completed or like delayed. I remember like Insecure with Issa Rae. She kind of had this issue, but finally she was able to, to get it together and piece together the puzzle pieces and complete the series. But for Euphoria, Sam Levinson to be like playing in our face, because again, season two that was released February of 2022, and I know this because that was some months before I got deployed to Kuwait. So I'm just like, why is it taking this man so long to submit the scripts for season three? But I'm gonna tell y'all some tea right now. Now, Euphoria is one of those shows where it seems to be surrounded, like tragedy surrounds this TV show. It reminds me of Glee. It was another TV show where it's like everybody, is always in some nonsense, some drama, or they die in real life. So, of course, one of the first tragedies that happened at Euphoria last summer, July 31st to be exact, Angus Cloud died of a drug overdose. Okay, that was a huge, huge, huge blow to the show and just to the world and the acting community, Hollywood entertainment, because he was such a talented, sweet man. I liked his character on the show, and again, that was the first tragedy, the kiss of death to the series Euphoria. Then you had the actress Barbie Ferreira. She plays the bigger girl, really really pretty. She actually just recently lost weight, but she decided to leave the series and not come back because she said that she was quote unquote tired of being the fat friend, I guess, on the series, which I can see that. I can understand why she was upset with that. And also, she just said like she had a lot of creative differences when it came to her as the actress, and then the writer and producer of the show, Sam Levinson. They just were not seeing eye to eye when it came to how the show was filmed. I guess her character's development arc, things such as this nature. And you have actresses and actors on the show like Sydney Sweeney. Okay, her career literally like has surpassed this TV show. Like, she no longer needs Euphoria if she ever did, right in the beginning. Because again, like, Euphoria did put her on. Don't get me wrong. But Sydney Sweeney was just on that really famous, really really successful movie, Anyone But You. She's low key like America's sweetheart now, right? Sydney Sweeney is regarded as America's sweetheart. I can see her kind of taking off as like another Margaret Robbie. And, all the topless scenes she did, all the men go crazy over her. They drew over her. She has such a nice body, pretty face, tiny waist. So, Sydney Sweeney is enjoying her success. I doubt at this point, like, again, that she would even care to go back to Euphoria because she's doing so well and so much better in her film career. And then Eric Dane, the actor, he actually plays Nate Jacobs' dad in the series. Remember, he was like secretly gay and he would film it, and like it was like a whole bunch of weird mess with this show. But he was actually, I just saw it 2-3 weeks ago. He was in the newest film, Bad Boys 4. So again, like, his career, not like it ever like was topped off or anything, but it kind of boosted him up. But again, like, he doesn't need the show either anymore. He was literally in Bad Boys 4 with Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. So again, like, everybody seems to be moving on from this project because Sam Levinson can't get his stuff together. So word on the curb is that Sam Levinson, okay, the creator and writer of the show, he's been beefing with Zendaya, okay, quietly behind the scenes on set because he blames Zendaya for, destroying the series Euphoria because she went off to, focus on her film career, okay? If you guys don't know this, Zendaya, she's been on Spider-Man. She got this new movie out with, she plays a tennis player. They said that's really good. I haven't had to check that out. So, she's been, filming Malcolm and Marie, some films that I've seen of her, either while she was still filming this project Euphoria or right after. So he's saying, like, it's because she's neglecting the project Euphoria to focus on her big Hollywood film career. So, of course, unfortunately, this just means that Zendaya and Sam Levinson now have a strained relationship. Also, see, Sam Levinson, again, he's one of them people who, like, they got ADHD, kind of like me. They kind of bite off more than what they can chew. So while in the process of filming and writing for Euphoria, This fool decides that he gonna turn around and start a whole new series called Idol. Now I never seen the Idol. It stars what's the girl's name? Lily Rose Depp, Johnny Depp's daughter. Really, really pretty, gorgeous little girl. Not little girl, she's like 22. And then The Weeknd, rapper singing The Weeknd from Toronto. It stars those two. They only filmed one season of The Idol. Sam Levinson did, and it's already canceled. Like, dude, you gotta crawl before you walk. Before you, how do you ain't even finished this first series? Of course, The Idol already then went to the dogs because, dude, you can't focus. That's another thing about focus. So it was rumors that Zendaya has had to go to his house, Sam Levinson's house, pop up on this man, and be like, "Hey, have you been writing? Have you been writing the script for season 3?" Because they said that he literally missed the deadline to have the new script submitted. And I'm like, what is wrong with this man? And then like it dawned on me, I did some more research on Sam Levinson. So Rue, okay, the main character on Euphoria, who Zendaya embodies that character, she's a drug addict because she's a teenager who has severe drug and mental issue problems. This character Rue is based on Sam. When he was a teenager, and clearly still, okay, he's giving crackhead vibes. When he was a teenager, he was battling, drug addiction. And clearly, like, yeah, it seems as though he has relapsed because the man can't focus. How you gonna start and launch a whole entirely different TV show when you ain't even finished the script for season 3 of the freaking first show that you started, Euphoria? And speaking of Euphoria, I gotta bring it back to Kung Fu Kenny and Drake. Did y'all know that Drake is one of the executive producers on freaking Euphoria? Now it makes sense when Kendrick Lamar dissed him in the song Euphoria, because I was like, it kind of does remind me of the show, okay? Because remember he was giving that Drake that shade, like, oh, you're a predator, you're a child, predator, and like Euphoria is kind of like it's literally soft P word. I'm gonna just say it, it's soft porn, okay? Of like teenagers, sleeping. That's another thing. It was just too graphic. But for me, like it was just not my cup of tea at this age. I mean, I'm maturing. My frontal lobe of my brain has developed. Okay, it's closed up. I'm just like, I need a little bit more than this. Like again, I did watch and enjoy both seasons, but I ain't live to season 2. Something like it kind of fell flat, especially that last episode. Like Sam needs to like kick his habit. Quit having Zendaya come up to your house to ask you, have you been freaking writing the script in order for you to actually submit it in time for there to be an actual season 3 of Euphoria. This man clearly he probably on both drugs and alcohol because he can't focus, he can't pay attention, he can't finish what he started. Am I the only one out here though? Low key, I'm like low key sick of teen shows and movies. Like again, I'm 29 years old. Okay, I'm late 20s, almost 30. I'm looking at 30, and it's like again, I'm still very young. Okay, I look young, I feel young. I'm very young at heart, in the mind, the spirit, the body, the soul. But it's like America's obsession with youth, not just youth, okay? It makes sense, like, I guess we're in the prime of our lives, but it's like teenagers, like shows like Euphoria, even shows like 13 Reasons Why. What was that shit called? That show. Yeah, 13 Reasons Why with Hannah Baker. Remember when she offed herself because everybody was getting on her nerves? It's like, why is it so much emphasis in TV shows focusing on like not even young adults? These are like literally high school, they embody high school characters. And that's another reason why I feel like Euphoria, like this huge delay, this pause, and like actually submitting scripts and actually getting the ball rolling for season 3 to come out. Because Alexa Nimmi, who plays Maddie on the show Euphoria in real life, again, like it was a whole bunch of mess and scandals going on with her true age. I just googled her age. It shows that she's born in 1990. My sister was born in 1990. She's 34. So she'll be turning 34 this year, but you're still playing a 16, 17-year-old girl. Like, it doesn't make sense. Zendaya is 27, about to be 28. She's a year younger than me. The boy who played Nate Jacobs in real life, he's 27 going on 28. Everybody is 30, damn near about to be 30 or over 30, right? And it's like they're still playing high schoolers and they having all these graphic sex scenes and low key, like it doesn't like promote drug use and drug abuse, but it's like in a way it's kind of like it did glorify it because again, like millions of teenagers who watch the show, even though they ain't got no business watching it because it's that graphic, they see that they have mental issues just like Rue. Like Rue kind of has like bipolar OCD disorder, and it's clear that she self-medicates. And then the death of her dad. So it's millions of teenagers around the country or even the world that can relate to that. And you might think that taking heroin and cocaine and weed is probably their best bet to just numb their pain. Again, it's too much emphasis on youth. I want to see it. Remember we had the Golden Girls. That was a hilarious show. Why can't we have more shows about late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond? As long as like it's good content, it's good script, not just like a bunch of cheap sex scenes that make no sense. That's another thing I couldn't stand about Euphoria. Sydney Sweeney, like I know she had to feel degraded. Like I noticed Zendaya, she ain't showing not Nathan. You can tell that she has a very strict clause when it comes to like showing skin nudity and like just like sex scenes. Like over the top because it don't make no sense how they did Sydney Sweeney. She was degraded in my opinion. She was always topless and half naked. It's like it was so many sex scenes of her and Nate Jacobs in that show, and it's like there was no reason. Like we get it, they're a couple, they're a young couple in love in high school. They have sex. It doesn't mean you got to keep throwing it in our face. Like to me, again, I'm at the age where it's like it's distasteful and it's a turn off to me. Like stop. Like that's another thing. Like I'm going on a rant. The birth rates. Everybody talking about the birth rates. Like the birth rates is going down because all y'all keep doing is just throwing sex into our face. It's like eating ice cream every day. Like yes, ice cream is good, but it's like, would you want to do it every day? You got to give people, you got to tease the people. You know what I'm saying? Tease the audience. Like quit just throwing it at us. Sometimes let my mind wander. Sometimes we gotta show the full nudity of the male or the female, right? Especially the female body. Like just dim the lights. Okay, we can just imply that they having a sexual intimate relationship. They've had intercourse. Like it's just like it's immature to me. Like get it together, Sam. That scene. Oh my god. That scene where Nate Jacobs' dad was eating ASS. Sick. Sick. I should have been done with the show right then. It's a whole bunch of nonsense going on in this show. Sam Levinson is a sick man.